In this week's episode, we really need to buckle down and clean up our act. We can't be living like this anymore. This is just way out of hand. This mess has grown to be enormous. So wish us luck as we clean it up, and here you go. See, not too bad. We don't quite know how to do the finger snap thing, but we still managed to get it cleaned up, looking pretty good. Just in time to make another mess. So stay tuned. After we get that enormous mess cleaned up and the desk is all looking good, Nav Station looks cleaner than it ever has since we've owned the boat. Now it's time to start pulling the screws on that rotted overhead vinyl panel and see what we have underneath there. Oh yeah, just as we expected. Lots of snacks and treats under there, just hanging out waiting to drop onto that table down below. Yep, we're going to make another mess. Just wait and see. Okay, so now it's time to do what we are really good at. And of course that is making a mess. Alright, so we're going to get serious about this, and we need to cut out this rotted plywood. We found that during the knock test and the poke test that it was rotted farther than we thought it was. So we're cutting it out, preparing the surface to install the new plywood at a later date. Well, we for sure made another big mess just after we got this area all cleaned up. Tell you what, we really struggled cutting that rotted plywood out because of all the epoxy repairs we did previously in the other areas. It overflowed into this section. That made us struggle. We went through a few blades cutting this stuff out. All in all, we had pretty good success.
Hi guys, welcome back. Please don't forget to watch our video from the very beginning up until the end. And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Quing! Perfect!
Welcome back to another exciting and thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream. Okay, maybe that was a little over the top. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get our next video started. Well, we finally did it. We finally have the 3 key pieces of teak plywood installed with all the new varnish on them. Wow, do they look great. This is really coming out to be a thing of beauty after all, and with the new light fixture installed as well, it all looks really good. It's almost exactly what we were looking for. We're trying hard to make this thing look beautiful, trying hard to make it look like something we can live with over the long run. And so here's a few shots of what it looks like from a bit of a distance. The teak, the color, the glow, everything really stands out looking good. We have the new brass fasteners in there with the shoulder washers. We're trying to give it that little bit of a nautical look to it as well, and everything's looking good. So we're really happy with how this is turning out. We can't wait to see when it's actually finished. So if you missed this video, it's worth taking a look at it.
Cherish to love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich.
Together we make DIY Nautical Dream. So let's go straight to our project, honey. Seems like we got lots going on this time again.
Oh yeah, we have
Always.
a lot going on in this update for sure.
So what we're doing?
Okay, well, I think we're as far as we can get over in the settee area. We got the teak panels in and all that stuff we did last week. I think we're pretty much as far as we can go in that area. So we just need to focus on moving over to the Nav Station area and seeing all the opportunities we have going over there. We have a lot of work to tear down over there.
We need to clear the messy desk so we can make new mess.
Oh yeah, we're going to make a better mess than that one. Come on now, we can do good.
No, you're good on that
Yeah,
one.
I'm good on that. If there's something I'm good at, two things: making a mess and procrastinating. So those are the things that I'm good at. All right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do in this episode. We're going to see how far we can get. We'll clean the mess, and then hopefully we can get into doing the teardown. So.
All right.
All right. So we'll see how far we get.
Stay tuned, guys.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit. See ya. So one of the next plans is we need to clear all this out. This all needs to find a home wherever it belongs. It needs to get stored away on the boat. We just haven't taken the time to figure out where it all needs to go, but our next project's going to be working up under here, and so I want to get rid of this mess before we start working there so that we can clean up a lot easier than trying to vacuum around and all this stuff. It just needs to be put away anyway, so that will be what we're going to work on next.
A few moments later.
Alright, well, as you can see, we cleaned it up quite a bit from where it was before, so that's good, because that's going to just make it a lot easier when we're working up here, because we're going to have to chip away all that rotted nasty stuff that's underneath here, and it's going to fall down here, and so it'll be just a lot easier to clean it up. And besides that, part of progressing with the interior of the cabin of the boat is to get this area cleaned up. Eventually when we want to get the boat livable inside, and so this is just a natural progression in that step. But we have a lot of projects in this area, in the Nav Station area. Just getting this ceiling, this new panel here replaced is one step of many. So, but yeah, we did clean quite a bit of it out of here. It's in there. No, not all of it's in there, but that was already a mess in there anyway. So, but if you see here, check it out. We can open this again, so that's kind of cool, huh? See? And there's all kinds of stuff in here I didn't even know was in here. So.
Is that lube? Oh, sorry. Oh, wow.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I know what the keyboard does. We messed with that a long time ago. So this is pretty cool. So we'll eventually get this all sorted out and back to good again, and you know, it'll turn out nice. So then if you take a look here, there's a few water stains. These were already on the boat on here when we bought the boat, and that's from water that was just dripping over and over straight down to here year after year. So that's why it's important to get all these leaks fixed and stopped, and we have. So that's all good now, and nothing's gonna leak here anymore, hopefully. But we will have condensation and stuff like that from time to time, still dripping. But for this here, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that brought back or not. So I don't know how thick, I don't know if this is solid wood or if it's just a veneer or what it is. But if you guys have any ideas on how to get rid of these water stains, let us know, because I would really like to save this wood and not have to, I don't want to sand into it and then end up sanding through the veneer trying to save it. So let us know if you have any ideas. Appreciate it. Now we can go ahead and get started on, oh, and check this out. Sorry, changing topics, but look at this. This is where they ran their speaker wires for the Bose surround sound system. This is how they routed their wires, with staples right into the teak trim here. So that's kind of cool. I think we're going to be able to improve on that, and I think we'll be able to find a better spot for these wires instead of just like wide out in the open. So one of the speakers will actually mount here, and the other one mounts way down there in the far corner. So we'll figure something out, but I don't know if we need these garage extension cord wires running. We might be able to do something a little bit smaller and thinner, low profile, and we can hide behind some trim or something. Clean some of this up, and then we'll drill out these bungs here and here, and we'll remove that trim, and hopefully that'll allow us to drop that panel, and we might be able to use that as a template, right?
Like one piece.
Oh yeah, we'll try and get it out in one piece, and I think it's just compromised right here, but I'm not sure until we get it off. So, right, baby?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. All right, so we're going to remove these 3 bungs right here, these plugs. We'll remove these 3, and once we get those out, it'll expose the head of the screws that are in there holding that trim to the sidewall. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to drill a little pilot hole here, just till we hit the head of the screw like that, and then we'll stop, and we'll do the same thing here. It doesn't really have to be perfectly centered or anything like that, but preferred if you get it in the middle. Okay, we got there, and you can tell when it hits the head of the screw because it really messes up the drill bit tip. This one's already been broken, so we don't care. Okay, so we got that. The next thing we will do is we will run this screw in, and the screw, it should extract the plug at the same time as it goes in. Watch. Alright, so that's exactly what we're hoping for, and it comes right out like that. See that? I'll take the plug off of there. So really it's pretty simple. It just puts a little hole in the center and then pulls it right out. So we'll do the same thing with the next plug. With any luck, it'll come right out easy as the last one did. That one took a little bit more work. Not too bad. Again, right there's the plug on the screw. And then all I'm going to do is off camera, I'm putting the screw gun in reverse, and I have my hand on the plug, and I'm backing it off. That's it. That's all we needed right there, because all we want to do is expose the head of the screw so we can get this nice fancy screw gun on here. That's all we were trying to do, is get those 3 screws out, and that's it. So there you go. See, that's pretty easy, and it only takes a matter of a few minutes if you have the right approach and the right tools. It comes off pretty easy. And then we'll do the same thing over here, but we don't need to show it on camera because we just showed it already. So we'll just repeat the same process. All right, so we have that piece of trim out, that piece of trim there, and they're both sitting down right here. They came out really super easy. So, and then the next step is going to be finding out where all the screws are that are holding this on. I know there's only a couple on here, so it looks like we maybe have about 4 or 5 holding it up. So we'll get those out next, and then the panel should come down, and we will see what's on the other side. It's not going to be pretty. We can already tell there's going to be lots of loose material up in there and rotted plywood. Alright, so we have all the screws out except for the last one, and we save that for the last. See what happens when we pull this out. We're going to get all kinds of neat little debris dropping down, I'm sure. And then we'll see. Oh, did you notice how they had the 4 holes here where they used to have a different light fixture on there? Yeah, neat. Good quality there. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh. That's pretty wild right there.
Fancy.
High quality. Let's take a look here. Yep, I'd say we've had some water hanging out in this area for a while, but yeah, so we'll have a little bit of project going on up in there as well, just like we did previously on the forward panel area. Alright, so we'll go ahead and cut these wires, and all I'm going to do, I'm not going to worry about any of this junk down here, because we're going to be putting new wire in here anyways. I'm just going to cut it right there. That's it. And there you go. Ooh. Ooh, we got lots of Crispies. Let's see what we get here. Oh yeah. Whoa. Alright. Alright, so here's what we got. Right there. A lot of rotted plywood, which is exactly what we expected. But the nice thing is, it's relatively kept its form. So this is going to make a nice template for us. And what we will do when we get to like this point and this point here is we'll just run a final measurement off the corner here, and we'll guesstimate it a little bit, and we'll come out a little bit extra on this edge here, and we'll stay straight on that edge there, and we'll be all right. We'll make it work. So we're going to take this home and use it as a template. Put a little bit of tape around the edges so it doesn't fall apart any farther, and we'll bring it home. Went ahead and taped it up a little bit just to kind of keep it from falling apart worse while we transport it and use it as a template. We know our edges and stuff are pretty good here, and on the back side's pretty good, and on this edge here. And then we'll just have to draw our line to about here, and we'll just kind of guesstimate the rest of it. We'll get it. And then up in here, we have a few, looks like we have a little bit of opportunities up in here. You can see that That's a little rotted. And all these holes here are for us just to get to the backside bolts of where the sheet tracks are up there on the deck. So yeah, this plywood here, totally non-structural. And if we really had to, we can cut it out and put something new up there, but I think we'll be all right. It's like I said, it's non-structural, so we're not going to sweat it too much. Now with the vinyl removed, we can clearly see the overhead plywood, and it has been sitting with water on it for quite some time. It has been staying wet and just rotting away, especially this section here nearest the bulkhead, and that concerns me because it is right near the bulkhead, so we want to make sure that bulkhead is not wet on the inside. But that is pretty well rotted, and so we're definitely going to have to do some cutting there. And not sure how much we're going to need to take out because some of it actually looks pretty good. So, and then the back strip in the very back, that looks like it's in pretty bad shape. Looks very flimsy. We will definitely be ending up replacing that with something better and a little bit stronger. This is only secondary structure, this whole overhead piece. All it's really for is just to attach the vinyl plywood to, which what we're going to replace it with is teak plywood, so it'll be attaching to that. And then just for future reference, this is what the front side looks like. And when we have the new one, we'll put the new one in place here and lay it up similar so we can see what the change is and see if what we do is better than what they did. So we'll stay tuned on that one. Here's a look at the back side of the panel, and clearly you can tell it looks like termites were holding hands keeping this thing together. It was in pretty bad shape. So we're going to make something better than that, and we'll epoxy coat it on the backside so moisture won't do that sort of damage again. And then here, looking at the front side where the vinyl covering is, around the light you can see the extra holes there. That was from a previous light fixture they had put on there, and just went ahead and went with it with the holes and all. So we got to do better than that. I think we're just going to try something real quick and dirty here. Tell us how far in the rot's gonna go. Looks like it's pretty rotted, huh? Alright, so oh yeah, that's just junk right there. I need something to attach the next panel to, so I don't know what we're gonna do here. Might have to make a new piece. I'm gonna have to figure out how far we want to go with it. Maybe to there, huh? Maybe we'll just cut it to here, make a new piece, and epoxy it in there. Oh, here we go. Okay, seems like we're already through there. The one thing we don't want to do is more damage than we need to. Seems like we're good there. All right, so we got a couple screws we need to pull out here. Okay. So let's see if we get this out in one fairly decent piece. Okay. Not quite, but close. Looks like we had a little bit of trimmy. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this here. Won't be bad. All right. Okay, not too bad. So we got a nice good cut over here. Yep. And we're gonna have to do some more cutting into here. I think we'll do that also, and that should be good. We're gonna leave this. This isn't in that bad a shape. You know, it's all right. That's it. So what we'll do is I'll draw some lines on here where we want to cut to. It's a lot easier with the multi-tool if we have lines to follow than if we're just guessing. So, and this is the earlier piece we cut off, and that turned out all right. So we'll be able to get a good pattern off of that, which would be nice. Makes it a lot easier that way. All right, can't find it, grind it. Here we go. Okay, that's one cut. I'll do this one here too. It's going to be right in the way. Let's see if we can do it like this. Okay. Okay, that's all through. And then we just have to put this one here. Whoa, that was kind of wild, dude. Kind of wild. Usually once it smokes like that, that means the blade is smoked. See that? Right there. It's gone. But these things are cheap, so we'll grab another blade. Alright, got a new blade on there. See, it's all nice. Come on, man. What are we cutting into here? I think see if you can see what I'm talking about here. But right here, I think we have some epoxy or penetrating epoxy that we did when we repaired over here. And I think it's made this part of the wood quite solid. So we have to be careful when we're cutting through. We don't want to cut through to the deck. So that's good. Now we just have to some of those appear to be screws or something we're cutting into. I don't know. Hidden screw. So that's what we had back there. It doesn't have to be pretty. We need one piece of this plywood, one layer, so we can use it for a template. It's probably not going to come off in a really... There we go. That's all we want right there. We'll tape this together, and this will become a template. Whew. A little rotted on the backside, people. I will show you what we're working with here. What we got going on here is we need to tape this up really good right here, so this becomes our template. And that's it. And then we'll make a template out of this, and we'll epoxy in the new piece, and we will clean up all of that junk right there. So here's a view of the couple pieces that we're going to use for templates. We'll bring these home and we'll cut out some new filler plywood and epoxy coat it and use those to fill these spots where these pieces came out from. Alright, so now you can see why we wanted to clean this area up before we made a next mess, because it would have been really hard to clean this. So the part here we were struggling to get out was the epoxy that I had poured from before. This piece was right here, and this was epoxy that I had poured from when we were doing repairs over there. This stuff really does its job. Man, that was really hard to cut through. So see if we can show you what it looks like up in there. But yes, that was a pretty good deal there. And so what we'll do is, you can see all along up in there, all that rotted wood's been pulled out. So this gives you a little close-up view of that area where we kept smoking through the blades on the multi-tool. Yep, pretty much solid epoxy right there, and penetrating epoxy in those areas. Oh, and not to mention we were cutting through a few screws that we didn't know about too, so that didn't help the blades either. But now we got it cleared out, and it's a pretty clean area now. So we'll just clean all this up like we did when we were working down there, and we'll continue on doing the same type of repair we did over there, and we'll epoxy in the new piece of plywood that goes there. We'll make sure that any of this, if any of this is spongy or rotted, we're going to chisel it out, and then we'll fill it in with penetrating epoxy and then coat it over with some thickened epoxy if we need to. If not, we'll just go with what we got and call it good. Same over here on this edge here. This one's not quite as questionable as the other side over there, but still we want to seal up those edges and make sure no moisture can get in there. So now we have all the rotted sections cut out, and you can see it's pretty well cleaned up in there. We'll clean this area with acetone and all that, but the edges are pretty clean, and we'll saturate these all with penetrating epoxy so that all the plywood that's remaining is sealed. Now you can see the areas we have to fill in with the new pieces of plywood, but we'll get there, just same as we did on the other stuff. Not too bad for progress. We have our 2 templates we want to take home, and those are going to be the new pieces that we're going to fill in there, and then we'll clean this mess up. So that turned out all right.
All right, so we're back, guys.
Yeah, we're back. All right, so that was we got a lot wrong in that area. That's all I can say. We have we got that rotted panel down, the overhead vinyl wrap plywood that was all rotted to heck. Man, what a mess that thing is. But it looks like we're going to be able to use that as a template so we can make another one, which is good. We actually got into cutting away some of that rotted plywood that's up there, so that's a good thing. So we succeeded in cleaning the desk off, and we also succeeded in making a new mess, which is even better than the one that was there before. Yep. So yeah, so we're good at that. But anyway, so yeah, we're making some good progress. That wood was pretty well rotted up there. It wasn't any really big surprises. It's just part of the process, and we're gonna get bogged down in this area, much the same as we did in the other area, I'm pretty sure. In order to be able to put on the large teak trim and all that stuff, we really need to wrap this area up. So
we can go sailing. No
yeah.
joke.
So we got a lot of work, a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities in the Nav Station, so we're just going to try and make that area a lot nicer than it was when we bought the boat. So that's where we're at.
All right, so stay tuned, guys. And please, like we always ask, watch our video from the very beginning up until the end.
Yep.
And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Clink,
ding, ding, ding. Right down here somewhere, that subscribe button and the bell if you want to receive notifications. So we would really appreciate it. Any new subscribers, and for all the longtime subscribers, we appreciate you as well. And we thank you all for helping us out. We're almost there to 1,000. So that's our #1 goal right now, is to get to 1,000. Yeah, for this year. We have lots of goals, but that's one of our big goals.
Yep.
We just want to get to 1,000 so we can hopefully start getting
paid and retire.
We're not going to be able to live off YouTube income, that's for sure. But anyways,
we're just playing.
That's where we're at.
All right, so stay tuned, guys. See you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Dang, if I only hit record, man.
I think you did.
Okay.
Hi guys. Well,
Take 2. And action.
hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich.
Together we make what? Just like we are, like just
All right. Straighten her out here. All right, again. Take
10.
2. 900. Maybe you can help me.
I did last night.
All right. All right, guys. We'll show you how things come along, and we'll show you this update for this week's video.
That doesn't right also.
No.
Okay. So no more. Did we record it?
Yep.
Dang, I don't have my microphone.
Oh, man. You almost had me on that one. Dang, that would have been bad.
Welcome back. Oops. JK. Okay, that's it.
Nope.
Anyways, bye. Oh, is it recording? Maybe not. Did we record it?
Hang on, not yet. No, not yet.
Perfect. Huh?
Hi guys, welcome back. Please, oh hang on one second. Let's do it again. Hi guys, right?
Yep.